So now we are going to learn some special pairs of angles. Special pairs of angles. The first one is complementary angles. Complementary angles. The two angles are said to be complementary angles if their sum will be 90 degree. Means if two angles given to us, if the measurement of angles given to us and we add the measurement of the two angles and we will get the sum 90 degree, we say that the two angles are complementary angles and the angles are complement to each other. Means if angle A is equal to 50 degree and angle B is equal to 40 degree, angle A plus angle B is equal to 50 plus 40 degree, which is equal to 90 degree. Then we can easily say that angle A and angle B are complementary angles. And A is complement to B or B is complement to A, like this. Question sometimes comes to us, find the complement of the given angle. Means if we have given angle R is equal to 35 degree and question is that find the complement of angle R. Find the complement of angle R. Complement of angle R. So how will you find the complement of angle R? You will write the complement of solution. This is example I am writing. Okay. So solution is the complement of angle R. The complement of angle R is equal to 90 degree minus 35 degree, which is equal to 55 degree. When you subtract, you will get together. Thus, you can write the hands. Complement of angle R is equal to 55 degree. This is the answer. Okay. The next one is supplementary angle. SU supplementary angles. Okay. Now, the two angles are said to be supplementary angles if their sum will be 180 degree. In this case, we studied the two angles are said to be complementary angles if their sum will be 90 degree. Here, supplementary angles are those angles which sum will be 90 degree. For example, if we have angle A 50 and angle B 130 degree, then angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, and then angle A and angle B are called supplementary angles, and angle A is supplement of angle B and angle B is supplement of angle A, like this. Okay. Now, example for supplementary angle. Find, if angle R is given, find the supplement of angle R. Supplement of angle R. You will write the supplement of angle R is equal to supplement of angle R is equal to 180 minus 35 degree. 180 minus 35 degree, and the value will come 145 degree. So here we write hence the supplement of angle R is equal to the supplement of angle R is equal to 145 degree. Like this we can find the complement and supplement of any angle. To find the complement of angle, we will subtract the given angle from 90 degree, and to find the supplement of an angle, we will subtract the given angle from 180 degree. Understood? Then the next angle is congruent angles. Next one is the second one, supplementary angles. The next angle is congruent angle. Third one, congruent angles. We write here congruent angles. Two angles are said to be congruent angles if their measure is exactly same. Means the two angles are said to be congruent angles if both the angles have the same measurement. For example, if angle A is 50 degree and angle B is also 50 degree, then angle A is equal to angle B, and these two angles are called congruent angles. Angle A and angle B are congruent angles. Angle A and angle B are congruent angles if they have the same measurement. Okay, so the two angles are said to be congruent angles if their measurement is same. Here you can write angle A is equal to angle B is equal to 50 degree, and hence both the angles are called congruent angles. The next one is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. The two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have one common arm. The two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have one common arm. Look at the picture here. O, A, B and C. At this vertex O, one angle we have this one, another angle we have this one, and one more angle here also, that is the bigger angle. Now we can write angle AOB and angle BOC. When we write the arms of angle AOB, we will write OA and OB, and we write arms of angle BOC, we will write OB and OC. What are we observing here in this case? We are observing the two arms of these two angles are common. That's why angle AOB, angle AOB, this angle and this angle are said to be adjacent angle. I hope it is clear to you, because one of the arm of these two angles is common, as you are saying here. So it is the common arm. Therefore angle AOB, hence angle AOB angle BOC are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. I hope you understood about adjacent angles. Since the two angles have one common R, then these two angles are called adjacent angles. Now, the next one is linear pair angle. Try to stand fourth number, linear pair angle. Linear pair angles. As its name, it is clear that pair, and we are studying already pairs of angles. So the two angles given to us and their sum is 180 degree. The two adjacent angles having the sum 180 degree are called linear pair angle. This line we have, and on this line this angle we have. Suppose it is of 50 degree, then this side we have 130 degree up automatically, because at a line the angle formed is 180 degrees. So one angle is 50, the other angle is 30. So we can easily say that if the sum of two angles on a line, sum of two angles or two adjacent angles, it will be rightly said the sum of two adjacent angles. Adjacent why? Because it is O, it is A, B and C. AOB this angle, BOC this angle. The sum of the two adjacent angles, this arm is the common arm, is 180 degree. The sum is 180 degree. If I write angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. That's why angle AOB and BOC are linear pair angles. Hence, angle AOB and angle BOC are linear pair angles. Linear pair angles. Okay. Why these two elements? Because these two angles are adjacent angles and their sum is equal to 180 degree. Then these two angles are called linear pair angles. You should not have any confusion that the two angles whose sum are 80 degree, they are called supplementary angles and they are called linear pair angles. Both are same. No, supplementary angles and linear pair angles both are different. These are adjacent angles, that's why adjacent angles and their sum is 180 degree, then it is called linear pair angle. And supplement any two angles you can take whose measure or sum is 180 degree, and then angles are called supplementary angles. Okay. Now, it is the fifth one, that is linear pair angle. Now we are going to read the last one, vertically opposite angles. The sixth one is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. This is quite important angle that you have to learn here. When two line segments, two lines intersect each other, look at here, two line segments, two lines or two line segments. Suppose it is AB and CD. AB and CD both are intersecting at point E, and line L and M intersecting at point O. Then in these two cases we are observing four angles formed. One angle, 2 angle, 3 angle and 4th angle. Means 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles formed here also, and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 angles formed around point E also. Now, when two lines or two line segments intersect each other, then 4 angles form, and opposite angles are called vertically opposite angles. Means angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles. Angle 2 and angle 4 are called vertically opposite angles. Similarly here, angle 1 and angle 3 vertically opposite, angle 2 and angle 4 vertically opposite. So you can see directly from here, angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles means when two lines or two line segments intersect at a point, then at that point 4 angles form, and these 4 angles are there, two pairs of vertically opposite angles. So this is all about the special pairs of angles. Now I am going to discuss with you types of lines. Types of lines. Types of lines. The first type we have to read is parallel lines. Parallel lines. The two lines are said to be parallel lines if they never meet each other and the shortest distance between them is always equal. For example, this line and this line, line L and line M. These two lines never meet each other. Then these two lines are called parallel lines, and the shortest distance between them or perpendicular distance between them always equal. So you can easily tell the examples of parallel lines. The edge of the table, the edge of the book. Look at here, this edge and this edge. These two edges never meet each other. That's why these two edges are called parallel edges. Or in other words, you can say these are the examples of parallel lines. Okay. The edge of the table, they never meet each other. The example, that is railway track. You have seen railway track. Railway track, two tracks are there. You have seen like this, and here joints. So railway tracks are one of the example of parallel lines because these tracks never meet each other and there is the fixed distance between them. Now, intersecting lines. The second one is intersecting lines. Okay. When two lines in a plane intersect each other, then the lines are called intersecting lines. But remember, the two lines intersect at one point only. For example, if it is line N and this is line O, these two lines intersect each other at this point P. Okay. So you can see that these two lines are intersecting lines since they are meeting at point O or intersecting at point O. Okay. and the point is called point of intersection. Point is called point of intersection. So two lines, if not parallel in a plane, they may intersect each other and then they will be called intersecting lines. For example, if two lines here drawn like this, one is here and here, you can say that after extending to the back, they will meet at a point, at this point. So these two lines, suppose it is line K, it is line L, then these two lines intersect at this point, say it is I. Then point I is the point of intersection for these two lines, and these two lines are also considered as intersecting lines. So I hope you understood about intersecting lines. Now the next one is perpendicular lines. When two lines intersect each other at 90 degrees, perpendicular lines. When two lines intersect each other at 90 degrees, lines are called perpendicular lines. Look at here. Suppose one line we have this one, L, another line here, M, and these two lines are meeting at point O and with an angle of 90 degrees. Then we can say that these two lines are perpendicular to each other. Means L, this is a symbol for perpendicular lines, perpendicular to M. I have not told you the symbol of parallel lines. If two lines L and M parallel, then this symbol we use L parallel to M. Now concurrent lines. If more than three lines, the third one is. Now the fourth one, concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. When the more than two lines intersect at one point, more than two lines, suppose line L, line M, line L, line M intersect at point this, another line N also intersect point this, O, then these lines are called concurrent lines. Means if more than three lines intersect at a point, then the lines are called concurrent lines and the point is called point of concurrence. Okay. So I hope you understood today's topic about angles, about lines. You have to do on behalf of this discussion exercise 16.1 and 16.2. So your homework is exercise 16.1 and 16.2. Thank you.